are you guys? Welcome to the sixth episode of this TablePress tutorial series. And I have covered a lot of things in the previous videos. I do not like to mention all of them right here at the beginning of this new episode. Now, I want to, demonstrate to you about the function of these things and particular number of columns rows and columns. Okay, so how do you use that? Suppose you want to add multiple rows with a single click. Suppose you want to add 2 rows, so all you have to do is to place 2 here, either by typing or by using this buttons, and now you click add. As you can see, 2 rows have been added. Have you? Okay. What is the function of this thing? This particular column shouldn't be here. Let me delete this one, otherwise I cannot demonstrate this. Okay, now the column is gone. Suppose that I want to add 3 columns with a single click. So how do I do that? As you can see, currently there are only 5 columns. First column, second column, third column, fourth column, and fifth column. So if I click here, add 3 columns, 3 more columns have been added. This is the first of the 3, the second and the third of the additional columns. Okay, so now you know how you can add more than 1 rows or even more than 1 columns with a single click. So, and then again, we don't need these additional rows and then these additional columns, so we can get rid of them for the sake of demonstration purposes. First of all, I am deleting the rows. This is a confirmation. Second of all, see, these are the selected columns. So I click selected columns, delete, and this is a confirmation. Yes, they are gone. Additional whatever, if there were rows or columns, they are all gone now. Now the table manipulation section is almost complete. I didn't cover these things, combine cells in a column row span or in a row column span. Actually, I didn't use this and I have no idea what these things are about, so I do not want to bluff. Anyway, now I go to the next section, which is table options, and the first option is table head row. It is checked and it says the first row of the table is the table header. That's why when you, let me show, when you preview or when you see your table, it will just take a moment, don't worry. Maybe it is saving the changes. That's why the first column, the data that has been input in the first row, they are all bold, or in other words, strong. Because why? You know why? Because you have taken the first row of the table as the table header. If you check this box, which is table foot row, the last row of the table will be the table footer. Although this is not conventional, this is not usually practiced. Let's for the sake of for the sake of experiment, let's see what this is and what changes it incurs into our table. As you can see now, the bottom row, it is also bold or strong. Like I told you, this is not exactly conventional, so that's why we uncheck this. We had better do this. Now, alternating row colors. The background colors of consecutive rows shall alternate. This is a good practice. That's why this box is checked by default. This is the reason. Let me preview. I have to preview the table every time, otherwise I cannot demonstrate. This is the reason. As you can see, this, okay, I cannot hover because if I hover, the background will change. Look at the first row, which starts with John Smith. It has a solid white background. But the second row, which is Frederick Wohler, okay, it actually does not have a white solid background. It's kind of, you know, gloomy. But the third row, it is just like the first row with a white solid background. The fourth row is like the second row. It is not exactly white. It's kind of ash color or gloomy color. Okay, so this is the thing that's done. That is done when this, oh my god, where am I heading? When you check this box, alternating row colors, the background colors of consecutive rows shall alternate. And don't worry, this is checked by default, but if you uncheck this, if you think you don't need this, okay, let's see what happens now. Now you can see I'm not hovering, because if I do hover over on any cell or any column or row, its background will change. Okay, it's called hovering effect. Okay, since I'm not hovering, as you can see now that all the rows, the first one, the second, the third, and the fourth rows, they have all the same solid white background, and no alternating thing, no alternating effects are taking place here. Okay, I need to see how much time is left. Okay, I don't know how much time. I guess the video is stuck, so I had better close this one. How do I do? Okay, see you maybe in the seventh episode of this tutorial series. Now, all that I have to do is to close the task. Otherwise, hold on a moment. Boy, hold on a moment. And here I am. Where's the task manager? Okay, here it is. Here it is. Please show up quickly. I do not want to lengthen this video anymore. Now